Guys, I'm back once again with another video. Today also have a special video I want us to watch, and today I want us to learn about religion, or I'm about to talk about religion. When we come to Africa, we have the three major religions. We have the traditional or worshippers. We have traditional worshippers, or their own is a religion, and the Christianity and the Islam. We have a lot of beliefs. We have the yoga, Buddha, Sikhism, Taoism, Hoo-Ha, fire worshippers, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddha, and a whole lot of beliefs or religions in the world. But the three major ones are the Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. And among these three, they have taken Judaism out of it. So the only ones we know is the Islam and Christianity and the traditional worshiper. Do they even count them at all? So guys, this is what I want us to learn, or I would like to talk about. So if today is your first time watching S.K.M Media Service, can you do me a favor by subscribing to my YouTube channel? After subscribing, you like the video and share to other people as well. And don't forget to drop your comment to keep share your thoughts on this video. So this is how it all came about. Does Africans know God at all? Does Africans worship God? Before Christianity came to Africa, do we have something called temple or synagogue or sanctuary that we worship? Does Africans have those things? No or yes? Okay, this is what happened. Today I have Bible here. The reason why or the religion that Africans need to have or have to find themselves in is Judaism. Judaism, somebody may not understand the Judaism or the Jewish religion. Now, God told the Israelites not to go closer to the Gentiles. When we talk about Gentiles, the Gentiles, if you are not born from Israel, you are a Gentile, whether from Philippines, South Africa, Cameroon, England, America, wherever you find yourself, if you are not from Israel, you are a Gentile. So most of the time, when they talk about Gentiles, people think that it is Africa. Africa is not the only place where we have Gentiles. Gentiles is the people that are not born from Israel. They are Gentiles. So I have Bible here. The reason why these things all came about. Let me first read the Bible. God told the Israelites, according to the book of the quotations that we have here. This is Exodus chapter 19, verse number 5. I would like to read it. It's on the screen. You can also follow. He said, this is Good News Bible here. Now, if you will obey me and keep my covenant, it's covenant. You will obey me and keep my covenant. You will be my own people. You will be my own people. So God is telling the Israelites that if you obey me and keep my covenant, you are going to be my own people. The whole earth is mine. God is saying that the whole world is for him. But the whole world is for him. But you will be my chosen people. A chosen people. Verse number 6. A people dedicated to me alone, and you will serve me as a priest. Verse 7. So Moses went down and called the leaders of the people together and told them everything that the Lord has commanded him. Verse number 8. Then all the people answered together, we will do everything that the Lord has commanded us. And Moses reported this to the Lord. So the people, God told Moses, that if they want me to be their people, these are the covenant or the laws that they need to, abide. So the people of Israel also said that, yes, we are ready to obey every rules or every law that the Lord commanded us to, do. So this is what happened. When you read Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse number 1 and 2 to 3, God told the Israelites, let me read that one also, because we are learning history of religion and see where the type of religion that we need to follow or find ourselves in. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse number 1. If you have your Bible, you can read it, or it's on the screen. You can either follow that one. You say, the Lord your God will bring you into the land which you are going to occupy, and he will drive many nations out of it as you advance. So the more you people are growing, the more the Israelites are growing on the land, the other nations, the other countries that are around Israel, if only the Israelites like that land, they like the country or the land, they should tell God, God, we want this land. God will destroy them, or God will give them power to destroy those people and take the land. That's what God is saying. Okay, as you advance, he will drive out 7 nations larger and more powerful than you, Israel. Countries that are more powerful than Israel, God will drive those countries away and let you all take the land. Verse number 2. When the Lord your God place these people in your hand, put these people in your power, and you defeat them, you must put them all to death. So when God has given you the power, destroy these people, kill them, and take the land. This is what God is saying. Do not make an alliance with them or show them any mercy. This is where the problem lies. Do not make an alliance with them. Don't be friends with them. It continues. Do not marry any of them, or do not let your children marry any of them. So this is what God is saying. So this thing has gone into the mind of the children of Israel. Because of that, the Israelite does not go closer to the people, other people, the Gentiles. They don't go closer to the Gentiles. Gentiles, they are the people that, are not born from Israel. The reason is those people worship gods. They don't worship God. They have idols that they worship. Because of that, God don't want them to go closer to them. If they go closer to them, they will also learn their habits and be worshiping those idols and things. So God told them not to go closer to them. So this is what happened. The only religion that we have those days were the Jewish religion, which is Judaism. As you can see on your screen, it says Judaism was what established 400 years, 4,000 years later, before other religions came. So if my question is, or the problem is, if Ishmael is older than Pope Sylvester and Constantine, that means Islam is older than Christianity. The first religion that came was Judaism before Islam. If you could remember, in the book of Galatians chapter 3, verse number 22, 23 downwards. It's on the screen. Abraham has 2 sons, Ishmael and Isaac. Ishmael and Isaac. Ishmael is the first son of Abraham before Isaac. Ishmael is the first son of Abraham before Isaac. So whatever Abraham does, Ishmael look at it. So sometimes when Abraham wants to pray, he bowed down and put his forehead to the ground. So Ishmael learned those things from Abraham. So the religion called Islam was what formed by Ishmael, and the religion called Judaism was established by Abraham through his son Isaac. So it was Isaac who gave birth to two sons, Esau and Jacob. And Jacob also gave birth to the 12th tribe of Israel. Israel is not 12 tribes, it is 13 rather, but there's one lady among them. The reason why they call it 12th tribe of Israel, those days, woman doesn't rule over a man. So they have taken the woman or the lady out. That's why we have the 12th tribe. The children are Gad, Levi, Naphtali, Joseph, Simeon, and those 12 tribes. So these are the 12 tribes we have. Those days, it was only Jewish or the Judaism that was there. Long time before Islam came. By then, there's nothing like Christianity. We don't know where Christianity is those days. So now, this is what happened. Before Christianity will come, God told the Israelites not to go closer to the Gentiles. So they don't go closer to the Gentiles. So if the people, if you could remember, according to the book of Acts chapter 10, verse 1 downwards, Acts chapter 11, verse 1 downwards, Peter had a vision. Peter had a vision that he saw a bag of different unclean animals that God told him to kill, or the voice told him to kill that animal and eat. So Peter said, since he was born, he has never eaten something unclean before. So the voice told him that anything created by God, he shouldn't call that unclean. So they argue about those things, and Peter didn't eat it, and the thing went back. They threw the thing back to where it came from. So Peter was there in Acts chapter 11. From there is this man called Cornelius. He was a Gentile. So he also had a problem, and he needs help from Peter. So an angel revealed himself to Cornelius in a dream, and he told him a lot of things about the Jewish people or about Peter. So the dream that the vision that Peter also had, they told him everything, the same thing that the angel told Cornelius. They told the same. They tell the dream, or Peter also had the same vision. So Peter was in his room, and the voice of the Lord told him that there's somebody at the gates looking for you. And they came to call Peter that some people are looking for him. So when he went out, Cornelius fell before him, and he said, this is what I had in my vision, in my dream. So the voice or the Lord said, I should come to you, Peter, if I come, you will tell me this, you tell me this. So there, Peter said, now that I understood the vision I had, because the vision that came said I should kill the unclean animal and eat. And I told the vision, or I said in the vision that since I was born, I've never eaten something which is unclean before. So Peter realized that it is the unification of the Jewish people and the Gentiles. The unification of the Jewish people and the Gentiles. So if you could remember, although Peter supposed to go to the Gentiles, but Peter didn't go, the person that they sent to go to the Gentiles were Paul. It was Paul that they sent to other Gentiles countries like Philippians, Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesus. The last country that Paul went is Rome. Paul went to Rome. So when you look at the Bible, we have the book of Romans. It was a letter that Paul wrote to the people of Rome, the Romans. It was a letter Paul wrote to them. So it was there Paul preached and established a church over there. So the people of the Romans, they said that they are Romans and they worship idols. They don't have to adopt or take any religion aside the idols that they worship. When you read Acts chapter 16, verse number 16 downwards, it is there. So they get hold of Paul and his fellow brother called Silas and lashed them that they should move away from the country and go to where they came from. And Paul also, he's one of the stubborn guy. He didn't go. They lashed him though, but he went and came back again and come and preach again. And he established the church over there. The church that he established, they don't go to church on Sunday, but rather they worship on Saturday. Because those days, the first or the second church that was established was the, let me say, the third church that was established was the church in Rome, which Paul established over there. So the people were worshiping little by little. Now Paul left there. So now the Romans were, taking their idols and other things to enter into the church room. So it's like the church has corrupt the church and they changed everything. It's a whole lot of story on that. The church has corrupt because the things that they don't have to do, they are doing those things in the church. Things that they do, like the idols, some of the incense then they use when they worship those ancient Babylon, they are doing the same thing in the church room. So the church corrupt. So if the Israelites were not the people who came here, who came to Africa, or they were the people that supposed to bring the religion called Judaism, like Africa would have more Sabbatarian or the Judaism. That's the religion that we should have in Africa. But the people that came were the Christian. This is the reason why the Islams were there. Ishmael also have his 12 tribe. Before Isaac also have, Jacob also have his 12 tribe. They were also worshiping. So now, when the Roman Catholic Church, if you could remember the previous video I did about the kingdom that brought religion to Africa, we have 4 kingdoms. Babylon, which is Nebuchadnezzar, Medo-Persia, which is Darius and Cyrus, Grecian Empire, which is Alexander, and the fourth kingdom is Rome. So Rome, when the power was being taken from Rome, they gave the Roman Empire, gave the power to the church. Give the power to the church. So the Roman Catholic Church ruled the world before. Roman Catholic Church ruled the world before. So when the Catholic Church also was going to an end, so it was the Roman Catholic Church that was divided into 10 European countries. So out of that 10, 3 they said they have to give the power back to the Roman or the Roman Empire. Among that 10, 3 refused. They said, no, we will not allow you guys to give the power back to the Roman Empire. So that 3, they take them out of it. So those days, they have names that they call them. These are the names. Let me try and see if I can get that name for you. It's on the screen. You can check it. Those days, these are the names. Alemany was Germany. Those days, Alemany was Germany. When the church was divided into 10 European countries, these are the names that those days they call them. Alemany was Germany. Bulgarians was Sweden or Switzerland. France was French or the France that we have now. Lombards was Italy or Italy. And Soviet was England or English. Soviet was Portuguese or Portugal. And Visigoth was Spanish or Spain. So these are the 3 countries that refused to, give the power back to the Roman. They were Helois, Vandals, and Ostrogoths. They say if you will not allow, then you have to move. Then we have to take you out. And through that, I'm sure that these 3 countries may be African countries. I don't know, but that's what That's what I think that it may be Africa countries that were added to the 10 European nations, and they refuse and they take them out. So as they take the 3 out, it remains 7. So the Roman kingdom or the Roman Empire, which was collapsed, came to add up to the 7, making 8. So we have gene 8. So this gene 8, they are ruling the world. So now, this is where Christianity came from. The church that Paul established in Rome, which is which the Roman Catholic Church took, and the name is the Roman Catholic Church. This is where they came from. Portugal or Portuguese. What did they know about religion? They have their gods. They are things that they worship. Britain, what did they know about religion? They have their gods. They are things that they worship. So if the right people to bring religion to Africa, supposed to be the Jewish people. So if the Jewish people didn't bring their religion to Africa, and the Christians, the Portuguese and the Britons brought this religion called Christianity to Africa, are you sure this is the right religion that we have to accept? This is the question we need to ask ourselves sometimes. This is the question we need to ask ourselves, because Portuguese and England or English were from the Catholic Church or from the Romans. And the Romans, the Catholic, also worship those old ancient Babylon. These are some of the things that they worship. You see this one? You see this one? You see this one? So when they came, this is how they treat our people. They became like kings. They carried them. You see, instead of him to walk in the mud, they carry him as a king. So this is what is happening now in Christianity. This is what is happening now in Christianity. So the pastors, the leaders are dominating. They are doing a whole lot of things. So in Jewish or the Judaism, these are some of the things. The founder was Abraham. Abraham was the founder of Judaism. You see, when and how Judaism began over 4,000 years ago. These are some of the things that, they worship. Because these people, they know the law, they don't cheat. The Lord told them that thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not what? Bear false witness. So they know the law. For them to cheat you, it's hard for them. They make sure that their yes is yes. That's how the Jewish people, they are, or the Israelites, they are. So they are not the people that came to Africa. So the people that came to Africa were the Portuguese and the British. In Ghana here, the people that came first were the Portuguese. Portuguese know nothing about religion. And if you could remember, the first library that was established on this planet Earth was established in Africa, in Egypt, Alexandria. In Egypt, in Alexandria.